What is good, YouTube? Hey, welcome to Talks with AJ. If this is your first time, this is your host, AJ. But what's good, YouTube? I'm sure as you guys seen in the YouTube thumbnail, focus on what you can control. Alright, obviously it was Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving if you guys celebrated Thanksgiving. But I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I spent some time with my girlfriend and her family. It was a good time. But alright, YouTube, focus on what you can control. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. So the reason why I'm making this video is just because it's really been on my mind. Because this past few days has really just been focusing on things that I generally have no control over. And it's kind of been affecting me in a really negative way. And I was just kind of just upset, mad, and just always thinking about things that I can't control. And obviously for this video, I'm not going to go into depth about what was the problem I had, because I just think it's just something a little bit too personal. But I'm just going to go on with a little bit of examples so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. But all right, so what I mean by focus on what you can control. So I remember during the summer, I was in this sales internship, and we would go places and we would pitch to people. And we had this thing which was uncontrollables and controllables versus controllables. And literally the uncontrollables was the environment that we was in and the people that was around, because those are things that we cannot control. We don't have any control over. But the things that we had control over was how we pitched and how we carried ourselves and how we kept our attitude throughout the day. And I feel like that is something that is actually very powerful if you apply it the right way in your life or your day-to-day. In your day-to-day, it's something very, very powerful, because I feel like us as human beings, we really focus on the things that we generally have no control over. And by what I mean is literally, so like, let's say if I'm at work, right, and I have this really, really annoying coworker, and this coworker just keeps on getting on my nerve, and I'm just like,
Yes. You hate them compared to how much I like
Shut
them.
up, you're so annoying!
I started this dude, and all I do is, let's say I call my mom, you call your mom, your friend, whatever, just somebody, and you just talk to this person, and you just vent to this person. Yeah, man, this coworker is just so annoying. I can't deal with this guy. Blah, blah, blah. And obviously, at the time, it's gonna feel good to get it out of your chest, and obviously, it feels good to get it out of your chest. But the next day, when you're gonna go to work, what's gonna happen? That same annoying coworker is still gonna be there, and he's still gonna be annoying. And you know why? Because you didn't focus on what you can do about the situation, which was the way I look at it. There's two ways to address these kinds of situations. Number one, you address the person about the situation, or number two, you just shut up or just let it be. You know what I'm saying? And because these are all things that you can do in that situation. And and I feel like if you even like anything else, if you focus more on what you can do about a situation, because obviously you're gonna have problems in your life. There'll always be a situation where it's just gonna make you feel some type of way, or you're gonna have to do something to get out of that situation. And the way to do so is just focus on what you can do about the situation, And by what I mean is literally like, if you look at myself, I do not have a car, and I'm kind of limited on what kind of jobs I can get and how far they are and the hours that they have. I can't really be working a little too late, like past 10, because the bus stops running, And sometimes, like, obviously my girlfriend can take me places, but I really don't always want to rely on her, because she got stuff she can get done, and obviously she will help me. She had a possibility, but I also want to be able to rely on using the bus. And let's say if I was looking at that situation and I was literally focusing on what I cannot control, which is the hours of the bus, and just be like, man, I wish I had a car, man, I wish the bus would run longer, I wouldn't solve the situation I had. But what I would do in that situation would be to focus on finding a job that would work, that would let me work within the hours that the boss or more common of going through, and that would be the appropriate way to handle these kinds of situations, And I feel like a lot of times, obviously we're all human beings, and it's just part of our nature to just complain and just rant. But obviously it do feel good at the time, but at the same time, you're not addressing the problem that you're facing at all. you know. And I feel like that's something that we need to come together as, you know, seeing as yourself, and as this self-growing journey, you want to be able to just focus on what you can do about the situation and what you can do to change it. And literally one of my friends, hey, he knows who he is, and this is gonna be a test. We're gonna see if you watch the video, cause shout out to you. We're gonna see if you watch the video. But literally we talked about it, and I was literally yesterday I was complaining to him about a situation about Congo, and I was like, man, like, I don't know if I can go back. And obviously that was just temporary, but like I was like, man, I don't know if I can go back, cause like, bro, things is just not looking so good as I find out in Congo. And he was like, man, you gonna stay there and complain about it or do something about the situation? And that is so true, because I can sit there and just complain about that situation of Congo, but I'm the next generation that is next up. You know, like, you always see these 2K YouTubers, Clutch up next, or next up, DF next up, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are the one that is supposed to make that change, to change the country. And complaining is really not solving the problem at hand. It's just addressing the situation with not taking no sort of action to fixing it. And the quote that he said was, if you don't like something, do something about it. It was something along those lines. But he know who he is, and I'm just gonna test him and see if he watched the video all this way. But yeah, YouTube, this was a really short video. This is really all I got for y'all today. I'm probably gonna talk more about this subject later on, but I just kind of needed to get this out of my chest, because it's kind of been eating me alive. Like, I was literally in class and I couldn't think straight, and I just needed to get this out of my chest and just do something with this information. But yeah, to sum up everything, just focus on the things you can control in this situation, you know. And obviously you're gonna be in a lot of situations that you're gonna find awkward or not really pleasant. But if you focus on what you can do to solve that situation, you'll be better off than just sitting there and complaining about it. Because every problem has a solution to it, and the solution to most of your problems is what you can do about the situation. But yeah, YouTube, hey, this is all I have for y'all today. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. This was AJ with Talks with AJ. Y'all take it easy.